The Journal of Wal Grimm 43, The Abduction of the Journal Part 1 posted on November 7, 2013 by SageDoyle January 20, 2013. My journal was abducted and held for ransom. I didn't write all that time because I was so worried about it. Well, yeah, it's like an old friend even though I've just taken up journaling. But I was feeling a little exposed about the content, and a little loyal to the missing journal, as if writing in a new one during its absence would be like cheating on it. The journalnappers sent me messages on its pages. I photographed them and pasted the photographs here. Anyway, I will now describe the horrific account of the abduction of my journal. The abduction of Wal Grimm's journal. December 3, 2012. I don't remember where I went or what I was doing this day, but I couldn't find my journal anywhere. This was disconcerting because it had a lot of personal shit I wrote in there about myself as well as other people. December 6, 2012. I received this in the mail. Well, I wasn't sure how concerned I should be. I mean, they included evil laughter and a maniacal lull, but I thought it was courteous of them to let me know they speak Spanish. Very professional, equal opportunity and everything. But who would do such a thing? Surely it had to be someone very sinister indeed. December 10th, I received this horrifying and heart-wrenching photograph. In this picture it is bound shut and photographed lying on a disgusting carpet. I knew then my journal was being mistreated. I was desperate to learn who the culprits were, but none of my friends would confess, and the only enemies I have are just random guys who piss me off in bars. Then we fight and forget about each other. Well, them and Randy, who's a dick. December 17th. This note from my journal itself deeply disturbed me. First off, that's not even my journal's handwriting. Second, my journal's not a 5-year-old. They don't write nice things. Nah, my journal has balls. Anyway, I began to really try to find out who was doing this to me. Still, none of my friends would fess up. I came to the resolve that my journal had been read by at least more than one person, since there was more than one journal napper. So yeah, I'd been exposed, which sucked. And someone was fucking with me, which was annoying, except sometimes when I was high enough it was really amusing to think about. Especially when the next message came in the mail. December 24th. And being Christmas Eve and all, they sent it along with the note, a twisted gift. I laughed hysterically at this. Not because I'm morbid or because I wasn't concerned about my journal. I laughed because, well, it's fucking funny. My journal doesn't even have fingers, which also was a factor in my knowledge that it didn't write me that other message from the week before. My journal could never hold a pen. At last, it was on January 4, 2013, I received this final message. What was I to do, but oblige them? So I did as I was told. It was cold and dark as I trekked through the woods and some snow with a flashlight in my backpack filled with drugs and alcohol. I went to the pissing tree as instructed. The pissing tree is the tree upon which we piss when we're partying here. We don't come so much because it's really a high school hangout. If we do come, it's during the day mostly, then the cops don't come because we're like hikers. Being 23, that would be really stupid to get arrested for doing something I got away with in high school. But the cops are more diligent now. Anyway, there were no high schoolers there at that time, it was way too cold. But then I noticed a light just over the hill in front of me. It was coming from a fire. I walked over the hill, saw a campfire, saw my journal still bound, leaning against a rock by the fire. At least they were keeping it warm, though it was clearly frightened. I walked over and unbound it, Then we sat together by the fire, waiting for its captors to reveal themselves. It was nice to be together again.